Ooh, what's happening, everybody? Today I'm doing a review for the Five Finger Death Punch American Capitalist album. Uh, and just kind of talking about this. First of all, one thing I want to say right off the bat, I'm gonna tell you how many songs are on. This is a two-disc. This is a two-disc set. The first disc has 11 songs, and the second disc has only 4 songs. Now, the reason why that is because the second disc has 4 songs, and it's taken 4 songs out of the 11 and made them remixes. And that's just kind of what they did. So, anyway, that's kind of the deal with this whole thing. You guys are probably wondering whether or not Five Finger Death Punch American Capitalist would be a good album to get. To be honest with you, I don't really buy a whole lot of CDs. I usually don't really buy a whole lot of CDs, but because I just usually go on YouTube when I want to listen to the music I like. But I can't really say whether or not this album is better than Five Finger Death Punch's War Is the Answer album. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm really satisfied with this album. I think I ended up liking more songs in general just by listening to some of the songs they had here on this disc than I would of the War Is the Answer. The only one that I seem to like back from that album that I can recall right off the bat, even though I didn't buy the disc, but just from the popular songs I heard, was the Bad Company song, and I mean that's the only thing I remember. But for this album, there's a few songs out there that kind of end up pretty popular on YouTube, like Remember Everything and Under and Over It and Coming Down. That's like 3 songs right there that came from Five Finger Death Punch, and they seem to be pretty popular on YouTube. And when I heard those 3 songs and I liked every bit of them, I just decided check out this album. It all came from American Capitalist. I was just curious, how good the other songs were. Needless to say, I was pretty happy with most of the songs. There's only like there's one song I don't particularly like very well, and maybe 2 songs or so I don't like on the album. But I think it's a pretty good album overall. I think it has some pretty good songs. And warning, though, as it says right here on the case, parental advisory. I know it's all blurry. I'm sorry about that, but anyway. So, they have some songs in here that have some cursing. Actually, let me refrain here. Let me see. Pretty much 2, 3, 4, 6. Yeah, about 8 of the songs that they have out of the 11 have cursing in them, so may not be your style. But anyway. But needless to say, they do have some really good songs. I think my favorite song on the whole album was Remember Everything by Five Finger Death Punch. I think that was my favorite song by Five Finger Death Punch. I do like listening to the other songs, but I have to say Remember Everything is a song I could listen to over and over. I also do like the song Back for More and If I Fall. I seem to like those songs pretty good. I kind of like them all, but I think Remember Everything is probably my favoriteest one. I listen to that one multiple times and I never get tired of it. So, honestly, I'm going to say that on a scale of 1 to 10 as to whether or not, where I kind of stand on getting this Five Finger Death Punch American Capitalist album, I would have to say I would have to give it about an 8 out of 10. The reason why that is because, realistically, this is the type of music that you would have to get used to. That's how it was for me anyway. I mean, I had to get used to listening to the songs before I'd finally like them. I didn't like them immediately, like I did Remember Everything, and some of the more popular songs, I kind of liked immediately the first time I heard them. These other songs, I had to listen to them at least a few more times before I finally could even kind of get into them. And also the remix songs, the 4 remix songs were, I don't know. I mean, I think I only liked really, 1 remix song on the whole thing, and the other ones I didn't care for. And that was the song 100 Ways to Hate remix. I liked that remix of 100 Ways to Hate from the first disc. Because the first disc, I mean, I do kind of like that song, but I do like the remix better for some reason. I just like the way they did it. They did it differently, and I really think it was creative the way they did the 100 Ways to Hate. I think the other ones are kind of too much the same as far as remixes, and they just kind of put some different beats. I like the way they really made it a remix with the 100 Ways to Hate. They really kind of changed the song around and they made it a different song kind of because the way they positioned the chorus and stuff like that was differently than the original, and it was really a real remix for me, so I really enjoyed it. So all in all, I'd say I give this about 8 out of 10, and well, I mean, I guess it's gonna vary. I mean, some people are gonna be total Five Finger Death Punch fans. I do like Five Finger Death Punch. I think it's a pretty good band, but I'm one of those types of people. I listen to all kinds of music, so I'm not a person that says, "Oh, I like straight up Five Finger Death Punch." I mean, I like Five Finger Death Punch, but I'd say one of my favorite bands is Alice in Chains, and um, I like Alice in Chains. I like some of I like a lot of different other songs besides just Five Finger Death Punch. Five Finger Death Punch is not my straight up favorite band that I go crazy for. But I like the songs on here, so I'd give it an 8 out of 10 because I listen to a lot of different kinds of music. So I mean, I'm very varied. I listen to everything from country to rock to rap to hip hop to pop, and I just kind of listen to everything. So I'd give this about 8 out of 10, and that's pretty much the size of it. And that's the end of this Five Finger Death Punch American Capitalist review album. See you guys later.